Jesse, there's another side of this, and this is like obviously I can't really get into a lot of details about how I feel about the everything and each side, and I'm obviously going to be very biased about it, to be honest. But we see changes happen in the garage, and there was one this week that got announced. Nick Sanchez is going to be out of the 48. There's a guy going in it that essentially just has more money than Nick. Nick, I thought did a fantastic. Is that the same as fantastic? Fantastic job at the end of the year with that thing, and all year really, of just being up front, having speed. Maybe made some mistakes at times and took himself out of races, but I thought he was in position to win maybe multiple races this year, and now he's out of a ride simply because of money. And I've always said that this is my biggest contention of when they were fighting about this is the more money you give to teams, the less they rely on sponsors, the more they can put talented race car drivers in their car versus a guy that's got $4 million instead of a guy that's got $1 million. Is that somewhere you want to see the sport going, where it's basically just more based on talent over money?
Yeah, I don't think there's a single person in the world, no matter what side you're on in this lawsuit, that wouldn't agree with that, right? I think as a whole, with all the lawsuit stuff, for me to really comment and kind of dig deep into it, it's just a lose-lose situation for me as a driver and the connections that I need. I think there's a lot of peace in mind when you realize that I think both sides are just doing what they think is best, and they're just trying their hardest. And I think that can easily get lost because there's a lot of emotion behind it all. But man, yeah, to speak on Nick, obviously we've gotten into it one or two times before and whatever, but at the end of the day, like, I was probably one of the first people to text Nick when he was notified. And yeah, I hate it for Nick. I think he's a really talented race car driver. He works really hard, and he wants it really bad. So I hope that he lands on his feet. I think he has enough good people around him to put him in a good spot. But yeah, it is a shame to see him go because I feel like he made our program better. Absolutely.
For sure.